Located in the heart of Southeast Asia, Vietnam attracts travelers with its rich history, vibrant culture, and stunning natural scenery. Often referred to as the ascending dragon, this alluring country boasts lush mountains, pristine beaches, and bustling cities that attract visitors from all over the world. Vietnam offers a diverse range of experiences to suit every traveler's interests. If you are ready, let's start the video to get to know this country. Vietnam has a rich history dating back to the Paleolithic age, with states established in the first millennium BC in the Red River Delta in northern Vietnam. The country experienced Chinese rule under the Han Dynasty from 111 BC until the emergence of the first Vietnamese dynasty in 939. Throughout its history, Vietnam went through various dynasties, absorbed Chinese influences, and expanded southward to the Mekong Delta, conquering Champa. In the 19th century, Vietnam became a French colony and was later integrated into French Indochina as three separate regions. After World War II, Vietnam declared independence in 1945, leading to the Vietnam War between the Communist North Vietnam and the anti-Communist South Vietnam, supported by the United States. Following the North Vietnamese victory in 1975, Vietnam reunified as a unitary socialist state under the Communist Party of Vietnam. Vietnam is situated at the eastern edge of mainland Southeast Asia, with an area of approximately 331,000 square kilometers. It shares land borders with China to the north and Laos and Cambodia to the west. Vietnam also has maritime borders with Thailand through the Gulf of Thailand and the Philippines, Indonesia, and Malaysia through the South China Sea. The capital city of Vietnam is Hanoi, while the largest city is Ho Chi Minh City, formerly known as Saigon. Rankings. Happiness ranked 5th globally and 2nd in the Asia-Pacific region according to a 2016 Happy Planet Index. Positive people. The Vietnamese people are described as smiling, optimistic, and hopeful. There's a general sense of contentment and positivity in the country. Economic optimism. A survey by Gallup International Association showed Vietnam ranking 2nd in terms of economic optimism. People believe in the nation's economic future and growth. Driving force. This belief in progress is seen as a significant factor in Vietnam's overall happiness. These factors all contribute to the country's high ranking in happiness indexes. The lotus flower is indeed the national flower of Vietnam, and it holds great cultural and symbolic significance in Vietnamese society. Symbolism. The lotus is considered the flower of the dawn and is a symbol of purity, commitment, and optimism for the future. Unique features. The lotus is a perennial aquatic plant with its stem, roots, and petioles underwater, while the flower stalk and leaf blade are above water. Color variations. Lotus flowers come in different colors, each with its own symbolic meaning. Pink represents Buddha and Buddhism, simplicity, and a strong will to live. White symbolizes purity of mind and spirit, overcoming difficulties and obstacles. Gold represents the achievement of enlightenment in Buddhism. Blue symbolizes wisdom, consciousness, freedom, peace, and prosperity of the country. Purple represents spirituality and mysticism. Red symbolizes emotional attachment, love, passion, and compassion. Cultural meanings. The lotus holds various cultural meanings in Vietnamese society. Human qualities. The lotus represents the strong willpower of Vietnamese people and their ability to overcome adversity. It also symbolizes good people who are free from worldly attachments. Buddhism. The lotus is known as the flower of Buddha and represents the philosophy of enlightenment in Buddhism. Lotus is also an important ingredient in Vietnamese cuisine. Different parts of the lotus plant are used to prepare traditional foods and drinks such as lotus tea, lotus salad, lotus seed soup, mooncakes with lotus seed paste, and more. Coffee in Vietnam is not just a drink, but a way of life. The country has a vibrant coffee culture with cafes and street vendors open from early morning until late at night. Many cafes are open air, allowing people to observe the street while enjoying their coffee. Vietnamese coffee beans. While Arabica beans are commonly found in Western coffee, Vietnam is known for its Robusta beans. Robusta coffee has a higher caffeine content and a stronger, more bitter taste compared to Arabica. It is often used in instant coffee blends. However, many higher-end cafes in Vietnam offer both Robusta and Arabica blends, as well as bespoke mixes of the two. Coffee production. Coffee production has been a major source of income for Vietnam since the early 20th century. The industry was introduced by the French in 1857 and developed through the plantation system. After a decline during the Vietnam War, coffee production rose again after economic reforms, making it the second most valuable agricultural product exported from Vietnam. Women in Vietnam have played significant roles throughout the country's history, and there have been notable advancements in women's rights and representation in recent years. Vietnam has a long history of women's involvement in society, with indigenous customs that bear traces of matriarchy. Chinese rule in Vietnam influenced the culture and family structure, but women still held relatively high positions in society, especially among peasants and lower classes. The Trung sisters, Trung Trắc and Trung Nhi, led a rebellion against Chinese occupation in the 1st century AD, and are regarded as national heroines. Advances in women's rights. The Vietnam Women's Union was established in 1930 to promote women's rights and gender equality. The Communist Party of Vietnam made efforts to increase women's rights and representation in government during and after the Vietnam War. Job quotas were introduced in the 1960s, requiring a certain percentage of women in various sectors. Women's rights have continued to improve in contemporary Vietnam, with increasing female leadership positions and high female labor force participation rates. Gender inequality. Despite advancements, gender roles and cultural influences still persist in Vietnam, both within the domestic home and in the socio-economic sphere. Vietnam ranks 71st out of 191 countries in the Gender Inequality Index. The Global Gender Gap Index ranks Vietnam 83rd out of 146 countries. Phong Nha-Ke Bang National Park is a UNESCO World Heritage Site located in Quang Binh Province, Vietnam. It is renowned for its stunning limestone cave system, which includes over 300 discovered caves. In addition to its caves, Phong Nha-Ke Bang National Park also features other impressive natural attractions such as Sun River. This 20-kilometer-long river flows through the national park, with clear blue water and scenic rapids. Visitors can enjoy kayaking or swimming in the Sun River. Phong Nha-Ke Bang National Park. The park covers an area of over 200 square kilometers and is home to a diverse ecosystem with many rare plants and animals. Visitors can go trekking, caving, or bird watching in the national park. Phong Nha is an ideal destination for tourists who love exploring nature and adventure. Visitors can get to Phong Nha by bus or car from Dong Hoi City. Vietnamese cuisine is known for its diverse flavors and fresh ingredients, from hearty noodle soups to flavorful rice dishes. Pho. Pho is a popular Vietnamese dish consisting of flat rice noodles served in a flavorful broth with either beef or chicken. The northern version, Pho Hanoi, has a clear broth, while the southern version, Pho Nam, has a murkier broth and is served with fresh herbs. Banh mi. Banh mi is a Vietnamese sandwich made with a crispy baguette filled with various ingredients such as pate, meats, pickled vegetables, and herbs. It is a delicious fusion of French and Vietnamese flavors. Com tam. Com tam is a dish made with broken rice, grilled pork, a minced pork and mushroom meatloaf, and various accompaniments such as pickled vegetables and a sunny-side-up egg. It originated in the Mekong Delta and has become a popular street food in Vietnam. Goi quan, also known as fresh spring rolls, are made with rice paper filled with ingredients like grilled pork or prawns, cold vermicelli noodles, and vegetables. They are often served with different dipping sauces. Bun cha is a dish originating from Hanoi, consisting of grilled pork served with rice vermicelli noodles, fresh herbs, and a dipping sauce. It is a popular street food in Vietnam. Vietnam is a country known for its breathtaking natural beauty and diverse landscapes. Here are some of the best places to visit in Vietnam. The Tonkinese Alps. Located in northern Vietnam, Sapa offers stunning views of the Hoang Lien Son Mountains and the Muong Hoa Valley with its emerald rice terraces. It's a great destination for trekking and immersing yourself in the traditional culture of the hill tribe villages. Ha Long Bay. A UNESCO World Heritage Site, Ha Long Bay is famous for its emerald waters and limestone karsts. Taking an overnight cruise on a traditional junk boat is the best way to explore the bay and its floating villages. Daecheon Waterfall. Also known as Bangyok Waterfall, this magnificent waterfall is located on the border between China and Vietnam. With its enchanting karst peaks, it's considered one of the most beautiful waterfalls on earth. Motorcycle is the main vehicle in Vietnam. In Vietnam's busy streets, motorbikes dominate the main mode of transportation. With millions of motorbikes plying the cities and countryside, Vietnam's transportation and traffic can be hectic and chaotic at times. The affordability, comfort, and maneuverability of motorcycles have made them an integral part of everyday life, reflecting the vibrant energy and dynamic culture of this Southeast Asian country. Weddings in Vietnam follow a slightly different ritual than those in the West, and they are a significant celebration, often with as many as 1,000 people in attendance. Unlike Western weddings, where white is predominant, in Vietnam the color red holds more cultural significance. Traditionally, brides wear red attire on their wedding day, with the red áo dai being the dress of choice for almost all Vietnamese girls. This choice is rooted in the belief that the color red symbolizes happiness and will bring good luck and joy to the newlyweds. Hanoi boasts a skyline adorned with modern skyscrapers, traditional tenement buildings, and remarkably compact blocks, some as narrow as a bicycle. In the nation's capital, these unique structures are referred to as Nha Mong, and there are 179 of them. Typically, these buildings, found in various parts of the city, consist of 5 levels. The Ba Dinh district, in particular, is home to 44 of these distinctive constructions, easily visible in the cityscape. However, since 2005, the government has implemented a rule prohibiting the construction of such petite homes. This regulation stems from concerns about the building's resilience to earthquakes, necessitating a minimum width of at least 3 meters.